Oh, hello. Welcome to today's Decay, where we celebrate births and beginnings of everything important since the dawn of time. It is April 1st. Uh, Not really an April Fool's Day type person, so we're going to keep this one straight. Um, what's the most important thing to have happened today throughout space and time? 1883, Lon Chaney Sr., born. So here we are in the Lon Chaney Sr. section. If I had a cameraman here today, or woman, or person, place, or thing, we could do a tracking shot and show you this additional memorial stuff I have over here, but this will have to do. Here you have a painting by Corel Motto of Philadelphia, and on top of that you've got a original lithograph from Belgium, I think, from the lost film Thunder that he starred in, about 1929, 1930. The rest of these are newspaper ads, all related to Lon Chaney Sr. Movie posters could cost you thousands of dollars, and whether it's partial page ads or full page advertisements are like $10, maybe 30, but like that's it. So I'm giving you my own little secret on Lon Chaney's birthday. Look for original newspaper ads and don't spend many thousands of dollars on movie posters, because some of this artwork is super cool. If you can see this here, Miracle Man 1919. This is an original 1919 full page newspaper advertisement. Again, I can't really get into the details here, but it's beautiful artwork, and like who was creating this? And it was like all for regional newspapers that like were distinct for their time, right? I guess these are in the promotional, like the press books, that they're just copying and pasting. So maybe it all actually comes from like Hollywood, from one source, from one artist or series of artists. But anyway, I love the aesthetic of them. A Blind Bargain, Unholy Three, the 1925 one, and 1931. Hunchback of Notre Dame. You can't see that. Just pretend you can. He Who Gets Slapped is over here. The Monster, The Unknown, More Thunder. I'm referencing stuff that's off camera. Original sheet music for Laugh Clown Laugh and The Miracle Man. What else? Here we have a cover he was on for Movie Monthly. Very rarely did Lon Chaney make the cover. He wasn't really, your Hollywood celebrity. I mean, he was a Hollywood celebrity, but he didn't want anything to do with it. As far as he was concerned, I have stuff all over the place, Lon Chaney Sr. here. As far as he was concerned, between productions, between films, there was no Lon Chaney. He just would disappear. He was the man of 1,000 faces, and one that was not interested in attracting the camera was really his own. He wanted a private life. He didn't care about Hollywood parties or what eventually Kenneth Anger would exploit, I guess, in stuff like Hollywood Babylon. He wasn't interested in the parties or nightlife, but would just escape Hollywood to his cabin out in the middle of nowhere, in like what's now a national park outside of San Francisco, I want to say, North California at least, which was he had built and was designed by the first African American architect ever. Oh, I'm blanking on that guy's name off the top of my head, and I've never been there because it still exists and it's now a ranger station, and it's been on my bucket list of things to go visit. Was to hike to his cabin, because this was like where he wanted to be. He'd work and he'd put his heart and soul into his work, but what he really loved to do was leave with his wife and son to his cabin and just surround himself in nature and peace. Meanwhile, what else? He's not a horror. For those that don't know, he's not really a horror actor. Lon Chaney Jr. would have been a horror actor. There was no horror genre in 1919, 1925, 1930. It doesn't really exist until Dracula and Frankenstein in 31. But he regularly explored the strange, unusual, the outcast, the deformed, the alienated, and oddball. I, I won't say it's my favorite film of his, but one that really resonates with me is his film Shadows from 1922, I think the year was, where he'd already started to play like people who are deformed in some form or another, clowns. Uh, he would certainly continue to focus on people with uh, who were missing limbs. Phantom of the Opera, Hunchback of Notre Dame aren't really monsters. They are sad, hurting, tragic, flawed individuals. And in the case of the film Shadows, he plays an Asian seaman who is on a boat that shipwrecks, and he washes ashore in a coastal town that's like a very Christian town, and all of these idiotic white Christian people just make him into this laughing stock, and it is such a sad but wonderfully presented story where, like, the idea that you could have people performing in like yellowface, that's not what he's doing, not even a little bit. There's no jokes at his expense. He's just this character who is trying to make his way in life, and the angry villagers are like the God-fearing, quote unquote, God-fearing Christians, and he wipes the floor with them. As far as like narratively speaking, I mean, this is a phenomenal movie that could be made today, and should be made today, or at least should be seen today. How about that? And at the time, like, you could have been ostracized, maybe killed. You know, if you speaking up for inherent systematic racism 100 years ago. This could have been career suicide or worse, right? So to me, when you see people who know something's wrong and stand up for what they believe in, not because it's what we're doing today, which is even better as a culture that we're there, but at the time, it speaks that much stronger for the person who is taking a stand. And on April Fool's Day, Lon Chaney's birthday, it's a great day to celebrate him. One other thing, I could go on all day about Lon Chaney Sr., but I will just add this one thing that I have here. Thunder was the movie that possibly killed him. It's a lost film where he plays an aging train engineer. And this is the original shooting script on mimeograph paper for the whole damn film. And Phantom Creep Theater, we do this Lon Chaney Shall Never Die, Lon Chaney Shall Not Die annual event at Coney Island, USA, like on the sideshow stage. And we did a live recreation of this based off a shooting script. So I don't know what the summer will hold this year, but maybe we could do another Lon Chaney Shall Not Die. I would really like to. Each year is different. Each year we pick different content. We pair it with a Lon Chaney film. Spook show performances are morbid magicians that conjure ghosts on stage and saw off people's arms or disembowel them, go on adventures and such, and screen feature film. And part of that as well is we do live recreations of worthwhile stuff, this being one of them. So what will the summer hold? I don't know. This is not an announcement about our summer season. I don't know what's happening. But let's move right along, because there's a lot more to go through here. Edna Ticknor, I'm going to say, is not the first screen vamp, but she might be truly. The term vamp being like a Theta Barra type thing doesn't really have the supernatural element. Edna was the female vampire in Lon Chaney's London After Midnight. Here. So, predating Carol Borland in The Mark of the Vampire, this was the lady that happened to star opposite him. Was this something she was really into, or just a Hollywood actress that got the role? Either way, great stuff. What else? Out of the Inkwell cartoon, Coco the Clown, A Trip to Mars, premiered in 1924. Love this stuff. Excellent, excellent early cartoon work that is really inspirational and lasts forever. The film Devil's Angels, premiered in this day, 1967, and Virginia Dentata, born 1971 on this day, bassist extraordinaire for Forbidden Dimension. I love Forbidden Dimension. Virginia, we've had some great tours and hopefully more exciting events to happen in the future, but until tomorrow, good night. Forbidden Dimension and Lon Chaney Sr. all day, April 1st. From me to you, goodbye.